Bruh.
Season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season. And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game. Quarterback making checks. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the move. Takes it past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run to the left. Runs through the tackle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Canes are flying down the field. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Extending the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Hurricanes will come to the line to convert on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense is won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. Complete to the right. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Fafita. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 14 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Fakes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Starts to scramble to the left. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left, wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
The Hurricanes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the 1st half.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Skips away from pressure. Got a little space. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Runs through a tackle. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Looking to scramble. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They'll go back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Canes in the hurry-up. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Dyer. Looking down the middle. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running to the left. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On target over the middle. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Didn't even consider running the punter out there, going for it. 4th and long from the 48. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Carr.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. To the air, it's Dyer. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Canes are in the hurry-up. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They want to throw it. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time's dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a crease to the left. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. A designed run for the quarterback. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Back to throw. It's Fafita. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as...
There he goes! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do, that they can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That's reeled in. It's low. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
He'll take it himself. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down, and they give it back up now to their offense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The sure hands, it's Carr. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. On the run, it's Cobb. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. With the catch, it's Carr. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Gonna let it fly. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Canes.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over Southern Miss. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it. First and goal from the 6.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Touchdown Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Carr. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They want that clock to run. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They go to the draw. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
We've got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Caught. One tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Makes the catch. It's Cobb. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. This crowd knows when to bring it. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.